Hello, I'm Kara from Kara Tarot, and today I'm doing a general reading for Saturday, April 18th, 2025. I'm using the Tarocchi Minchiate di Bomarzo by Amparo Aguirre. This has been my deep dive focus deck for this month. I've already done quite a bit of shuffling, so I'm just going to let that stay as it is. The spread that I'm using today is by angelorum.co. I found this online. It is the Guardian Angel Tarot spread. This is the identity of your guardian angel, the element of your guardian angel, your challenge, past, something to avoid, an upcoming lesson, and something to embrace. So there's only one word with each one of these positions. So I the first one said name, but I think it's more about the identity of your guardian angel or the topic for today. Probably easier, with a daily reading, it's probably easier to make it the topic for today. So this is the Four of Swords, which is rest. This is an air. These are your thoughts. So swords have to do with thoughts and communication. You have Pegasus flying over the tops of the mountains, and you have a squirrel with a nut. Interesting. That's often a metaphor for things that you're thinking about. Something that you're going to pick over, a squirrel with a nut that you have to crack, a problem that you have to crack. But this says that for today, you should give it a rest. Fly above it, and whatever the issue is that you're trying to unpack or deal with, give it a rest. The element is earth, and this is the Three of Coins. It usually has to do with being taught something, being an apprentice, learning, mastery. We have an older person looking towards this card, towards this need for rest. We have a young looking woman looking down towards this, which we'll get to in a minute. And then this looks like a younger man looking over here. So this is foundational. So your element being earth, this is stability. Your challenge today is, well, for me, I know exactly what this is about. Your challenge is about things that tempt you. This is the Devil card, things that tempt you, obsessions that you have, things that keep you from doing what you should be doing, which today is rest. So probably some of these items that you want to work on will be tempting you away from the rest, and you'll really need to be fairly stern with yourself to take this time away, and mental rest, emotional rest, away from whatever problems. In the past, we have the Ten of Wands. This is a card I misidentified the other day because I missed, when I was counting, I missed this one. I don't know how. the Ten of Wands, I will say sometimes I think if you miss it that obviously, maybe that's meant to be too, in that particular reading. The Ten of Wands is about the completion of your creative projects. Great time to take a rest, but it's also, there are still burdens associated, burdens to carry. So both of these elements of passion and creativity, the burden of completing a project and still having things to wrap up. For me, I know exactly what this is about. It seems as you get to the end, things increase even more, that you have to make sure that things are done. Again, a day to let go and rest from that. So one of these people is looking towards this past and is still worried about this person in the element. So then we move over to our upcoming lesson. This is the Emperor in this deck. I think I've mentioned before, there are what are called the 5 popes of this deck, and it's the Magician, the Empress, then the Emperor, and then the Pope of the East and the Pope of the West. So anyway, this is the Emperor, so this is more traditional in meaning than the other two. This Emperor is about strength, stability, sternness. His body position is shifted over in this direction towards this, possibly also over towards this, I would say, holding up his sphere. And there's a term for that, which I'm forgetting right now, and his scepter. The Emperor is always probably the most paternal of the cards. So an upcoming lesson would probably be a lesson in leadership and control. A lot of the kings, as well as the Emperor, are about owning your own control. The Emperor is not particularly known for his kindness. He is more of a stern leader, by the book kind of leader, although not as much as the Hierophant. So that is an upcoming lesson. So the upcoming lesson after this rest and these burdens may be that you still are to handle these burdens, and this influence, that you're still going to have a strict regime with others or with yourself. Now, this is the generosity card, and it's in an unusual position because this is the position to avoid. This says to avoid this. So this is the 6 of Pentacles. This is also a great evenness and stability here. It's the card usually associated with generosity. So if your lesson is about stern rules, this would be a warning to not let your generosity get in the way. Oh, I just realized about something that happened today where I did have to make this decision. And that the right thing to do is not always the generous thing to do. There are times when you have to make the hard, difficult leadership choices for the good of everyone, the best good of everyone concerned. Something to embrace. And this is a wonderful way, after all of this, which is rather serious in tone, a wonderful way to end the day. This is your potential outcome. Something to embrace, the Ace of Cups. And just look at that beautiful Ace of Cups. I love the bronze gilding on this deck, and along with the bright colors. The Ace of Cups is, the cups, of course, are emotions, the water of emotions. In this deck, they're also about the growth of emotions. In a lot of the cups in this deck, there are flowers growing out of the cup. Here you also have flowers on each side. So kind of buffering and expanding the growth. This is about the beginnings of emotions, the beginnings of a new situation, which is going to bring emotional growth to you. So this is probably very wise in terms of you need to kind of get real with yourself, clamp down a little bit, create some boundaries, and from that, you're going to be able to spring forth. Hopefully, you can see all of that happening in a very short period of time and see that forward momentum and the beautiful things that come from this Ace of Cups. So the main message from our guardian angel today is rest. And that's where this discipline may also come in, is because you have things you want to work on, you have obsessions that are calling you, you have these burdens from the recent past, you have even your generous impulses, that all of these things, this Emperor is saying, no, you rest. That is your important thing to do today, and it will set you up for either today or a possible outcome that you've laid today in this beautiful cup of growth and warm emotions. And I decided to pull an oracle card to augment this reading today. And how wonderful to see from Unlocking the Secret Garden, the card of peace. I hope it's not too much of a glare on that card for you. So we have the doves, and these could be the moon, but there are two of them. We have these beautiful, passionate flowers in bloom that would tie in with what comes here after you've done it. So I would use this to augment this last card and say that if you can get these other things done, then you have this wonderful cup of love and peace. It could very much be just, even if it's just internal peace, that comes from this fulfilled inspiration of love, knowing that you've done the best you can. This is the Guardian Angel Tarot spread from angelorum.co with the Tarocchi Minchiate di Bomarzo. I'm Cara from Cara Tarot. Have a restful day. Thank you.